Hello and welcome back to another video on the Wrestling and to AEW Rampage Out of 10. And yeah, it's a big show today because we've got Powerhouse Hobbs defending the TNT title against Penta, which is obviously a massive match and sure to be a banger. And yeah, there's 3 other matches on the card as well. So yeah, like I say, lots happening. We hear from Ricky Starks as well, so let's get straight into it. Powerhouse v Penta did kick off the show. Hobbs overpowered Penta in the early exchanges before the latter hit back with a super kick, but Hobbs got the advantage again. The action spills to the outside and the champ dropped the Lucha Bros member on the guardrail. Penta made his comeback with a sling blade and then followed up with a backstabber for a 2. Hobbs recovered and hit a big ending for 2 on Penta. After a back and forth between the 2 stars, Penta sent Hobbs into steel sets and followed up with some stomps. Towards the end, QT Marshall looked to hit Penta with a chair shot, but Alex Abrahante stopped him. Aaron Solo came in from behind, however Penta took care of him with Fear Factor. Hobbs took advantage of the distractions and hit the town business to retain the TNT title. And yeah, post-match QT and Powerhouse looked to attack Abrahantes, but Ray Phoenix ran down with a hammer and chased the heels away. Yeah, kind of enjoying what they're doing in Lucha Bros at the moment. Guaranteed banger. This was no exception. Good result and continued the story, so 7 out of 10. But anyway, Ricky Starks was out next on Rampage and said he was not in the mood for more talk and called out Juice Robinson. The former WWE star came out to the ramp and proceeds to confront Starks but backs off. The Absolute went after Robinson, however the latter managed to escape through the crowd. The Bullet Club member then challenged Starks to a match on next week's edition of Rampage, which is obviously going to be a great match. I can't wait for that. Been building up for it a while now, but yeah, I don't know, a good solid feud for Starks to kick off post Jericho. And yeah, Juice Robinson, it's good to see him getting elevated as well. So yeah, got no issues with this. Obviously a really good promo from Starks as per. But anyway, Brody King then took on Jake Hager, and both men squared off in the middle, and they couldn't take each other down initially before Brody hit a double-handed chop to drop Hager. The action spilled to the outside, and Hager sent King crashing into the barricade. The JS member continued his momentum with stomps in the corner of the squared circle. Brody King then looked to make a comeback with some strikes, but Jake Hager stopped him. He then choked King on the middle of the ring. The House of Black came back with a big boss slam and got a 2 count. Hager looked to apply the ankle lock, but King rolled out of it. He then set Hager up for a cannonball, but the latter dodged it. Jake Hager went for the Hager bomb, however Brody King countered it. Towards the end, Anna JAS came out of nowhere and attacked Julia Hart, but Brody King managed to see the all-something deceiving eye on Jake Hager to make up the win. And Jack, it's 7 out of 10 for me. Great to see Anna JAS back on the card for the first time. And Brody King, after losing on last week's Rampage, also good to see him picking up a win here. Jake Hager, I feel like he can eat a loss. So yeah, on the whole, really good match. And like I say, great to see Anna JAS back. Layla Gray then faced off against the newest signing in the women's division, Ty Valkyrie. The two did some trash talking before Valkyrie took Layla Gray down with a clothesline. The stretch from Sterling gave Gray the upper hand, but that didn't last long. Valkyrie hit some heavy strikes before finishing old Layla Gray with a roll to Valhalla. Post-match, Mark Sterling entered the ring and confronted Ty Valkyrie for using Jade's finisher. However, the former WWE star ended up hitting him with the Road to Valhalla as well. And Jake gets 6 out of 10 from me. Good interim week just to kind of build up the feud with Jade Cargill. Looking forward to the match when we eventually get to it. Don't know when it'll be. But yeah, solid enough. I'll give it 6 out of 10. The Acclaim then took on the Kingdom. Max Caster and Mike Bennett started off the match on behalf of their respective team. The heels got the upper hand after a distraction from Maria. Anthony was tagged in and he unloaded with shots on Bennett. Caster then tagged himself in and hit a slam on Bennett. The Acclaim then hit the scissor timbers on the former WWE star. Leg pull from Mike Taven and allowed Mike Bennett to take control. Taven and Caster briefly exchanged some shots before the Kingdom member got a cheap shot to the eye. The Kingdom got a 2 cham on Caster before Bowens broke it up. Taven then hit a spinning kick on Caster for another 2 before Max Caster was completely isolated in the heels corner. The Kingdom hit a double team move for another 2 before Billy Gunn chased Maria Bennett away. Anthony Bowens was tagged in and unloaded on Matt Taven with a kick to the midsection before taking down Mike Bennett. Towards the end, Bowens hit the arrival on Taven and Caster followed up with a mic drop for the win. And Jay gets a 6 out of 10 from me. Solid enough match between all of these competitors. I would say never really any doubt who was going to win it, to be honest. The match wasn't bad, but yeah, I don't know, I just didn't feel much for this match. Still think the Acclaim should be tag champions, to be honest. So yeah, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. Overall this week, AEW Rampage gets a 7 out of 10 from me. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a bad episode of Rampage at all, really. It was kind of a show of 2 halves. The first half I thought was really, really good, some good ring action. Then the second half, maybe one didn't reach the same heights, but it wasn't a bad show by any means. And yeah, in fact, I thought just for an hour of wrestling on a Saturday night this week, it was actually a really good show. So it gets a 7 out of 10 from me. But anyway, guys, that's it for you. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, no thoughts, comments on my follow show for daily wrestling news and subscribe to the channel. I greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace.